Alright, so look, picture this. It's 2001, WrestleMania 17 is the craziest thing you've ever seen in your life. The Cell Saga from DBZ is starting to heat up. You and your dumb little buddies are trying to imitate what you saw in Jackass. And Allen Iverson had one of the most iconic NBA Finals performances of all time. Life is good, but you know what made it better? The 6th generation of consoles. Now, if you grew up in the early 2000s, your gaming either consisted of being a cool kid on the PS2 playing GTA San Andreas,
I'll have 2 number 9s,
raging and possibly murdering your siblings in Smash Melee on the GameCube, and last but not least, heading online to call your friends and strangers obscenities in Halo matchups on the Xbox. Or if you were a loser on the Dreamcast, then let's be for real, you only had 2 good games to play through on a doo-doo water of a system, so have fun with that. Anyhow, we're not here to talk about gods, playground blocks, and cemeteries. We're here to talk about the OG Xbox and the 360, but more specifically, Xbox Live. The Toxicity. Did you know you could get free PTSD treatment if you told your doctor you played Xbox Live? Now, when Xbox Live was announced, they thought of it as a strategic team playing mechanic that everyone would use coherently. That never happened. Now, both eras consisted of 3 groups of people: kids, teenagers, and let's face it, the worst of the 3, fat and middle-aged men that were probably eating Jersey Mike's while neglecting their kids and wondering about what they're gonna do on their 6th divorce. The kids, let's say 5 to 12, they were the worst and best aspect of the experience. For an example, on the worst side, they were either absolute garbage, like straight dog water at the game, or just spoke non-stop when they died, and they would say something about f your mom or something. And you might be saying, isn't that a bit too much for kids to be saying? And you would be right if you weren't absolutely wrong. These kids might have been 5, but they had the freaking vocabulary of an English professor with a PhD in cursing. It was mind-blowing. And then there's the good side. You have the wholesome and innocent kids who were probably not even paying attention to the game. They were like, I don't know, freaking more focused than if Goku got off Namek State. They were cool. Now on to the teenagers. They were probably the best of the 3. The only downside was they had like an N-word manifesto. Like anyone was on site. It was like, damn, this, damn. But it didn't matter if you were white, black, Hispanic, half Saiyan, there was more than enough to hand out. And it's kind of ironic because they were usually the best at the game. They had like an insane 49.3 KD. They had like 12 prestige even though the game came out like yesterday. And finally, the granddaddy of them all, the middle age. Possibly the worst of the 3. What am I talking about? Possibly. The absolute guaranteed worst of the 3. They probably got on like at 2 in the morning after the shift at Home Depot. You could tell they probably haven't discovered the term hygiene yet. Let's say you were in the kid category and you just got a new game like, I don't know, Black Ops 2. And there was a guy called Wish is Better Than Boss 69. And God forbid you made a microscopic mistake. Oh, Lord, you're gonna pay.
Listen, kid, listen. I swear on everything. If we lose because of you and my KD average drops, I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna eat you, shit you up, feed you to your family, and then eat them! Shake them out, and then shove them up my ass! Do you understand me?
Anyhow, I got 2 stories on Xbox Live that I gotta tell you guys. Grab your bottle of kidney failure and get your bag of obesity and sit back and enjoy. So the first story isn't necessarily a story, but this basically represents every single encounter I had on Halo and Xbox Live. So a while back I made a video on Halo 3, please check it out just for watch time, when I briefly mentioned that I got booted offline. Well, that sorta happened again. So I was on GTA Online, you know, trying to avoid oppressors like an ultra chat I am, and I hear this kid in game chat. Let's just say he was saying some ungentlemanly things to me, and I thought that I should say some ungentlemanly things back to him. Long story short, I freaking destroyed him in one-on-one death matches. I think it was like 87 to 2. And he started like getting butthurt and I started loading. But then he muttered 4 words that made me shit bricks. I got your IP!